Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. I hope you've all had an amazing week so far. The weekend is upon us, so I hope you've all got lots of nice things planned ahead of you. Today, guys, we're going to be delivering a nice and chilled out video, but this is a very, very important video. And if you have any kind of fear, uncertainty, or doubt about the cryptocurrency space and where it's going, this video directly applies to you. So I want you each to pay a lot of attention to what I'm going to say in this video. We may not get every single call right. We have a very good track record so far. But one thing that we've been absolutely spot on about since the inception of this channel over a year ago now, this was the second video I ever put out, was the direction of the crypto space as a whole. And I'm going to be reiterating that to you in this video. We've got some very interesting things to go over. I'm going to be pulling up this individual Bitcoin Archive's Twitter. He's very good. I believe he's probably a Bitcoin maximalist, is kind of the vibe that I get, but what he's talking about really applies to the space as a whole. And of course, this was 2013 to 2017, the previous 4-year cycle in orange. This is the one that we are currently on, and there's a lot of similarities. You know, things repeat. And we're also going to look at Cardano. Of course, this is really a Cardano titled video, but it really applies to the crypto space as a whole and where it's going. I believe those of you that are invested in the crypto space today are going to be very happy with your portfolios towards the end of the year. In fact, I think it's not going to be very long before we get moving and we get this show back on the road. What's happening right now, guys, is absolutely normal and part of any market. What we're seeing, what Cardano is doing right here, is what it does, guys. Can you see this? You come up, you sell off in this kind of descending manner before a breakout. This is Cardano's history, guys, and this is how it moves. We showed you on our kind of macro Cardano chart that after every single move to the upside, you get a pullback, and it does it in the exact manner that it's doing today, guys. So I don't think, and please make your own decisions, but my opinion on this is that you have nothing to worry about. The fundamentals do not correlate with the price, and in actual fact, I wrote a tweet earlier. Can't help but feel like something is keeping the crypto market down and at a controllable level. Fundamentals have never been so unbelievably strong. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, HODL addresses are at an all-time high, exchange outflows too, and adoption also. So there is absolutely manipulation. This kind of price movement, let's go back to where we are today with Cardano. If you look at this kind of price movement, guys, any move to the upside has been very, very quickly met with sell pressure, and you are absolutely in much the same way that we highlighted this for Bitcoin. You know, before this had even really formed into a falling wedge, we said you were likely to sort of play out in a similar style to what you did over here. You're just doing that today, guys, and you have broken out of that, and we are expecting more continuation within this bull run. We're also going to take a quick look towards the end of the video at the total money in crypto. CoinsKid was talking about this earlier. CoinsKid is he's very, very good with his TA, very simplistic in terms of how he delivers it and easy to understand. And he was talking about a potential cup and handle that was forming for the total money in the crypto space. And it is absolutely apparent. I'm going to be reiterating his point in this video. But really, guys, the main takeaway back to this tweet is that, you know, there's so much going on. Adoption, actual network growth. It's never been in such a strong position, and the price is just not reflecting that. And that is because people are manipulating the markets. I say people, it's probably a very small number of people that have a large amount of money, and it's doable. People think that it doesn't exist. It absolutely does. We covered with you on this channel that $7 million of sell pressure would cause Bitcoin, or buy pressure would cause Bitcoin to move up or down by 1%. So if you think about that, that's a very small amount of the overall supply. And there are people out there that have billions, you know, so it's not hard for them to kind of play a game of chess. So, and this is some news from PayPal. This is also very interesting that Hungary just unveiled a statue of Satoshi. It's about time that this individual or individuals is getting the recognition he deserves. I mean, what an absolute genius. I suspect a little bit of divine intervention there. And this is also reiterating the kind of tweet. This is illiquid supply of Bitcoin is now at an all-time high. So Bitcoin that's not actually on exchanges and easily sort of readily available to sell and buy at a heartbeat has never been at such a high price. Meanwhile, the price has gone down. Bullish, divergent, absolutely. So if you're not already following this guy on Twitter, he's really good. I've recently found him. I did drop him a message just to say I was going to mention him, but maybe I'm a little bit too much of a small channel for him to take much notice, as he's got a lot of Twitter followers, and I think I'm only on 2,000 or so. If you're not already following me on Twitter, guys, head over to @RealAllInCrypto for some more timely updates and some of my thoughts on a day-to-day basis. So that's really where we think we are. Everything's normal. You really are setting up in a similar way. I mean, of course, they're not going to look identical, but what you're looking for is the overall structure. I mean, can you see this? And if you could really apply this to where you are today, guys. In fact, you could pretty much apply any of these. Let's just see if we can get this a little bit more accurate to kind of show you. Can you see this? And then you have this big kind of wick. You trickle out before you get that breakout. We've looked at so much on a day-to-day basis with you. We looked at the RSI, we've looked at the macro, we've looked at everything. It's all screaming one direction, and that is up, ladies and gentlemen, despite the short-term price movement. And what's happening right now is you are getting shaken out. If you're worried, if you're thinking about selling, and please, it's your own decision. Do not take this as financial advice. You do what you believe is right. But this is something I am going to say. It's only a hungry shepherd that neglects his flock. Let that sink in, guys. It's a stupid shepherd that would neglect his flock because he'll end up hungry. Take of that what you will, but people think there's some sort of a disingenuous angle that I'm coming to you guys with. Let me tell you, and you can take it at face value or choose to take it however you want. We don't want anything off you and have never asked you for anything on this channel other than a like, a subscription, and a comment to let me know your feedback. That is it. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're not trying to fleece you out of any money. Please ignore the scammer in the comment section that is impersonating me on a day-to-day basis. It's a really poor show that nothing's being done about that. But this is where we're at, guys, and I'm telling you, and I have been absolutely spot on, because I've been in these markets for 4 years now, over 4 years now, nearly 4.5 years. I've witnessed it take place, and I'm telling you right now, and this isn't financial advice, we're about to witness it again. Back to this guy's kind of draw. This is how we're expecting to kind of finish there. Now, we're not 100% on the 254K. We actually reckon Bitcoin's going to get to around about 160, and that's a conservative estimate. But ultimately, the main takeaway on this nice relaxed Friday was that you've got nothing to worry about, guys. And back to this total 2. Now, I don't unfortunately have the time to watch a lot of content, but I had a number of people saying we take a look at the total 2, as Coins Kid was talking about it. And essentially he's calling for a cup and handle, and I think he's absolutely right with what's going on with the total 2. It's very common that before you break something, you come up and you kind of flirt with the idea before setting up for an actual rally above it. It's a very common trait. You can see this. It's very evident in markets. I mean, if you look over here, you kind of come up to it, you go, yeah, we're not quite ready yet, come back before kind of really gaining that leverage. And this is absolutely where you are today, guys. We love to leave the bloody draw tool on this channel, don't we? Can you see this? This is your cup and handle. We showed you this with Cardano. It did indeed break. It didn't quite reach the target of the cup and handle. Fell a little bit short. We're expecting a little bit more kind of implosion with the Alonzo hard fork. Didn't quite get it. Like I say, that was a call. We were accurate on the direction, but we were somewhat fell short of where we expected it to go to. We're not going to get everything 100% spot on, but we are absolutely spot on about the direction of this. I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a technology that is going to revolutionize the world in much the same way that the internet did, and before that the PC revolution did. And I want you all to be a part of that, because there are people, the vast majority of people that watch this channel have not got buckets full of money. They are normal working day people, and they're the people that I have the most respect for. Anybody who has the willpower to turn up to a job that underappreciates them, underpays them, and undervalues them day in, day out, just to put food on the table for them and their families, are the people that deserve the most respect, and the people that I want to win the most. So that was a little touching statement there, but this is really what I believe we're looking at, guys. And I am absolutely anticipating you're doing a very similar thing for Bitcoin. Can you see this? You've broken out this falling wedge. Could be a fake out in much the same way that this was. You remember, guys? We drew this, we popped out and then kind of fell back into it. But ultimately, this is where you make your money as an investor. Everybody's a genius when the price is going up. It's being able to look at things when the price, things aren't. People are getting so bored. My comments go, when the price is going up, everybody loves you. When the price isn't really doing anything or going down, everybody hates you. And they forget, they've got a kind of recency syndrome about them. But this is really where we're at, guys. I'm super excited to be on this journey with you. I just wanted to share this video. I didn't want to go into anything sort of too complex. There is absolutely manipulation at play here. Human nature. Why? You know, let me ask you this question. If you had the power to extract billions of dollars from a market, would you do it? If you could do it and it was like shooting fish in a barrel because you had the money to do so, it only takes a small amount of the overall, or liquid, I should say, supply, which is a very small amount of the overall, or liquid supply, which is a very small amount of the overall supply to move markets in one way or another. And there are people out there that absolutely have that money as a collective and are definitely doing it. This is really what that Wyckoff, and we did say we didn't really want to hear any more about Wyckoff, but it's a very true schematic. I just got a little bit sick of people calling everything a Wyckoff schematic when it's not. You know, not everything's a Wyckoff, but this was Wyckoff, and Wyckoff came up with this sort of method to really call out the composite man and give the retail a little bit more of an edge when trading against it. So that's really all we have for you in this video. If you've not already, go to, I think it was the second or third video on my channel. Check this video out. Cryptocurrencies will make you rich. And Ethereum at this point was at around about $300. Very, very good video, guys, and not a lot of value or not a lot of views on it, but it was absolutely spot on. And we still think we're following that trajectory today. Like I say, fundamentally, things have never been, and these were just a few of the fundamentals, by the way, guys. I listen and watch the news in relation to cryptocurrencies every single day, and things from a fundamental point of view have never been so bullish, and the price right now doesn't reflect that, due to people perhaps trying to keep a lid on this before they're ready to really leverage up and benefit in the manner that they're desiring. So that's really all we have for you in the video, guys. The main takeaway is HODL. Of course, it's your decisions. If you can't handle the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. But what you're seeing right now, guys, back to this chart that we bring up on every video for a reason. Every move up is met with a move to the downside. Every move up is met to a light move down to the downside. Every move up, downside. Things look exceptionally bullish, guys, and I don't believe you have anything to worry about. But like I say, make your own decisions and own your own outcomes. That is really all I have for you in this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. Go and give this guy's Twitter a follow, or check it out if nothing else. You know, he's always posting stuff here. Supply and exchanges is at the lowest in 3 years. This is another schematic. You know, this is the supply and exchanges going down. Price goes up. There is an absolutely direct correlation here, and that's really what we were trying to encapsulate in our tweet. If you're not already following me, head over to @RealAllInCrypto. That the fundamentals completely contradict what the price is doing. This guy's got loads of really, really interesting stuff on his channel. There's plenty of channels out there, but definitely worth, you know, if you're worried, if you're kind of not really sure about direction. 33 billion British startup Revolt is paying for office space with Bitcoin. Loads of stuff going on here. And this is an interesting one as well. There's no hype right now. Google searches for Bitcoin are at the same level of December 2020 when the price was just 19k. There will be a spike in this, of course, when the money comes in. Unfortunately, people always love to buy it when the price. This was something we put up in direct correlation with Cardano. Very true. People are more willing to buy at a higher price when the kind of hype is there than get in early. So that's really the opportunity that you have in front of you. That's all I have for you in this video, guys. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. Hopefully you've enjoyed the content. If you have a like, it's always appreciated. So as a comment, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gents.